So I have been stopped 3 times in the past week, and these are the fragrances I was complimented on. Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. On this channel, I talk fragrance, I share a little bit of lifestyle, and I share encouragement in every single video. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. This is one that I pulled out after not having worn it for quite some time the other day, and I was immediately given a compliment by hubby. So I absolutely love that the first time I pulled this out in a little bit, I got a compliment on it. This is a Mula Mula Double Caramel. So I did a dedicated video on this fragrance, and this one is a flanker, sort of like a 2.0 version of the original fragrance. I think they did a really beautiful job with this scent. However, as time has gone by, this one changed on me so that this one became very situational and very hard to place. I couldn't quite tell when I should wear it, and so that's the reason why I haven't picked this up in a little bit. However, that has changed. I've since been reminded of why I absolutely love this fragrance. This fragrance is super duper sweet. It's sticky sweet, like a syrupy sweetness. There's also a beautifully done oud note in this fragrance, which makes it pack a punch. So it is a very potent fragrance, and this fragrance also has a patchouli note, and over time those notes have matured so beautifully, and this definitely wears for longer now as opposed to when I first received it. This perfume has a double dose of caramel. It has caramel at the top and at the mid, and then I love the ginger at the top because it adds a sense of freshness to this fragrance in the opening, as well as that peach note, which I feel blends perfectly with the strawberry and the raspberry at the mid of this fragrance. So the notes feel very juicy. And then of course you have amber, vanilla, the oud, and the patchouli. And I feel like those notes add depth and a creamy nature to this fragrance. Whenever I put my nose to this or spray it on, it smells absolutely beautiful. If you don't like super duper sticky sweet notes, I would recommend the original, because this one is the original, but it is amplified with caramel, as the name would imply. This is truly a double caramel version of the original scent. And that can be too much for some, especially when paired with the fruity notes, which is why for me, I couldn't quite place where I would wear this. Honestly, I just wear this whenever I'm feeling it, whenever I feel like wearing it, because it can be quite difficult to place this one. I feel like this is best in cooler weather and probably in the evening during the cooler months. However, there's no denying when you have this on, you will turn heads, you'll get compliments. Double caramel is definitely in a class of its own. It is luxury in a bottle, but make it super sweet for the gourmand lovers like myself. This is Mula Mula Double Caramel by Parfum. The next fragrance I was complimented on, especially by my loved ones this week, is my oldie but goodie Huda Beauty Easy Bake perfume. So this is my second bottle of this perfume. I was kind of saving it because I wasn't sure if I would ever get my hands on this scent again. And when I heard that Huda Beauty came out with a flanker of this fragrance, I was really excited, and so I pulled this out and started wearing it all over again. And I said to myself, you know what? Even though the flanker is different from this, I'm not gonna let that stop me from enjoying my perfume. I'm just gonna wear my perfume. And so that's what I've been doing. And y'all, when I tell you the performance on this fragrance has become beast mode, as it has sat in my collection for like probably a year or so. It is absolutely fantastic. It projects at more than an arm's length. It leaves an incredible sillage, which is probably why I was complimented on it. And y'all, this one just lasts for such a long time. Not to mention the notes in this beautiful concoction are everything. The white florals in this fragrance kind of remind me of like a bacciami. That's kind of how the white florals are done, and that makes sense because this one has gardenia and jasmine at the top. It also has a tuberose, one of my favorite fragrance notes, and ylang ylang, which is another one of my favorite fragrance notes. There's a beautiful soft orchid at the mid, as well as a heliotrope. So this fragrance definitely gives powdery, it gives musky, it gives lush florals. It has a bright juicy pear at the top, and the way the florals are done in here is so impressive. So many florals, but they never come across as harsh or sharp or overly indolic. Although there's a bit of an animalic feel in here, it's not something that's center stage. It's just the result of all of those beautiful floral notes, which all feel very smooth and creamy. And that's probably because there are gorgeous base notes in this fragrance as well, such as coconut, sugar, vanilla, amber, moss, and a dream wood. So this is florals, this is sweet and sugary, this is a little bit juicy at the top, this is musky and powdery, and all of those notes and accords makes this one such a standout scent. One that, in my opinion, will always garner compliments because it is one of one. And so if they ever release this again, I'm buying 10 bottles. I'm buying 10 bottles for sure. Now, I haven't tried the new one yet, and by the notes, I don't think I will be trying it. So for now, I'll just enjoy my easy bake. I've been loving this in the hot weather. It outlasts a gym session. I've worn it to the gym, and I can still smell it going strong on my clothes after I'm all sweaty at the end of my session. So this is phenomenal. And for now, I plan on thoroughly enjoying every last drop of this gorgeous fragrance. So if you know someone that is selling a bottle of this, maybe they don't like it or it's not working for them, let me know because I would love to purchase it from them. This is such a beautiful scent. And like I mentioned, it definitely garners compliments every single time. This is Easy Bake by Huda Beauty. And last but not least, this fragrance got me compliments. I was told I smelled so good with this perfume this past week. This is Sour Vanille Blanc. As you all know, Khatlaj does a phenomenal job with quality and scent and performance in their fragrances, and this one is no exception. This is such a high quality scent, y'all. It smells so expensive. This is supposed to be inspired by Vanilla Skin by Fleur. I did a comparison video, so please check it out. However, in my opinion, this one feels more lighthearted. This one definitely feels lighter and fluffier, and it has more of a powdery feel than the original. And that's probably because this one has a powdered sugar accord at the top, paired with a vanilla and a crisp apple. It has a cashmere wood at the mid. Cashmere wood is one of those notes. It's like the synthetic accord that mixes musky and woody, and it gives a cashmere-like feel, almost like cashmere against your skin. That's how my nose interprets cashmere wood. There's an amber at the mid, and then you have vanilla, sandalwood, and benzoin at the base. So this one is ambery, it's balsamic, it has a gorgeous powdery accord, and it's musky, it's woody, but not overwhelmingly so. The woody is more of a mix of woods and musk, hence the cashmere wood. So the way that the woods is done in here is a lot less literal than Fleur's Vanilla Skin, in my opinion, which makes this one feel so fun and perfect to wear even in the summer heat. In my opinion, this is a year-round vanilla. I feel like it's definitely still quite powdery, quite airy, intoxicatingly sweet and creamy, but not in a dense sort of way, more in a suspended sort of way. It feels very airy, so that makes it perfect to wear year round. So I will definitely enjoy this on my summer evenings this summer, and I've definitely been enjoying this one in the evening. I think it's perfection at nighttime in the summer. Because of that powderiness, it feels a little bit fresh, but your skin warms it up a little bit so that it definitely projects and people will smell you, but it does not feel cloying whatsoever. This is a soft vanilla. It feels like cashmere against the skin. It gives luxury. This is that, ooh, you smell so good type of fragrance. This is Sour Vanille Blanc by Khatlaj. Alright, beautiful, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a thumbs up on your way out. And if you're here and you love fragrance content, I make lots of it on this channel. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. And today, before you click off of the video, I want to remind you how important it is to be intentional about what you're looking at, what you're listening to, and the people you surround yourself with. You have complete autonomy and freedom in those areas. You choose who you spend time with. You get to choose what programming you're watching, and you get to choose what type of music or podcast you're listening to. So choose wisely. Your ears are precious. Your mind is precious. Your heart is precious. And it's your job to protect those things. As always, I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye!